Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of the Smith and the Black channel here at Ticker Talker, and coming into a Friday, and you want to be real careful of some certain things here. So we've talked about this all week, that we finally got, we had a short week, right? We finally got the inside week to the upside, upper middle. But then once you go into new highs, it's called exhaustion risk. We don't have any more pivots to take out. And you can see how we stall out here on the daily, on the SPY here. Slight higher high here, and then we drop down and coming back here. So there's something we like to call the vortex. And that what that means is why we have all the time frames up, right? So you don't get caught in something like that, if something that's doing nothing. So SPY a little bit better here, but if you go to Qs here, look at this inside day for QQQ. Now we do, so you can see this, we did have that nice push up off the inside week, upper middle, right? And we're still going to the highs here. But then you can look at this 60 here, doing nothing in here. Look at that, doji, and then slight green. Now we got a new hour coming, right? So you want to be really aware of your environment here, because a lot of things doing nothing. If you go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, here, a little bit like the SPY, pokes up there into the highs and then just drops in and comes back. But look at this weekly on the diamonds. Look at this, 2 doji weeks. That's bad. It's bad for trading, right? It means that we're not trading broader averages. We're going to the story stocks and whatever's moving and hopping on. So here's the small cappers, and look at this weekly. Look at that. All right, so we also want to do on a Friday, what is all this going to set up for next week? So, all right, so we still driving, as far as we know, still driving into the highs. If we go back to the SPY, you'll notice this. It is a 2 down by taking out yesterday's lows, but anytime it's green on all time frames, it still has full time frame continuity to the upside, right? That's something I'd want to know about, right? That's a somewhat of a positive there. So if we go to Microsoft. And Microsoft now stalls out on your 60, but this would be RevStrat here. Inside 60 in the lower left, all right, takes out the low. Now, if you can come back through here this hour, that's something I'd want to know about here above 228.54, because here you can see Microsoft on the weekly and upper middle, taking out the week. Now, you got exhaustion risk because we came through all this stuff, right, and that's what we want to do. Stop them here, stop them here, stop them there. The good thing is you're now inside month to the upside here over 227.18. So you're above that. That's good. Trying to get out of this range, because if you go here, you'll notice all three of these were inside of this. That's the inside quarter. So it's inside month and inside quarter up, so long as it's above this. This was the high of last quarter, 228.12, and it's sitting there right now. So we'll see how that goes. So what's going on here? We got a new 60, keeping an eye on that. Apple, we got a bad tick in there, but Apple had a bad tick yesterday, so that's not right. It's not inside. You get that week going up here, and you go right there, the Broaden formation, right there, new highs Apple. We'll see if there's anything more comes of that. You did have your inside 60 lower middle here to get you in on that. Right now, we're losing a little bit of the semis, and I'll get to that in a second. Get to that in a second. You've got Home Depot doing this. In Home Depot, new 60 starting to come in. We'll see if it sets up again. But for the rest of the month, you can see in the lower middle, inside bar, pokes down, stops them out, and now 1, 2, 2. So this is still good for the rest of the month. Over 278.95 Home Depot. If we go to SI, we got to go a little bit down the food chain today because there's a whole bunch of stuff doing nothing. Right? SI, you can see this here on the daily. Stop all these guys out. Boom. 2-2 reversal. 2 down, 2 up, back through previous range. Stop them out here, 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 and here. Now the question is going to be strong enough to get through here. All right. Still doji on the month. That's not good, but it did have a nice comeback here, as you can see. And anytime you get that lower low and then you turn back green here in the week, that gets my attention. Now it's an outside week looking to go shooting into the highs. So right now you just had this inside 60 right here, lower left. All right. Takes that out above 74.88. And a little exhaustion risk up in here. We'll see if that sets up again for us. Keep an eye on these broader averages, still doing nothing. AFRM. And AFRM, new issue. Still an inside week, as you can see in the middle, right? But here's what we look for. The inside day after the 2 down, right? This was an inside day. This was inside day down. This is inside day 2-1-2 reversal. 2 down, inside, back through previous range. We like that. We'll see if that sets up again. Let's see what my 30 looks like. Right now you've got an inside 30 here to see if you can get that just like you had an inside 30 here. Now, can we take this out? Or are we going to be waiting for the 60? All right, new high list rolling along here just a little bit. And Gamestop. Playing a little game we like to call stick it to them. And Gamestop, look at this month. All right, that's good. And look at today. Up, chop 'em, shop 'em, measured move, and then some. And if we get on the 15er, a little fast even on the 15. Looks like you're going to have to get down to a 5er to get in on this baby. Down somewhere like in here. Yep, we'll see. So this thing's just driving higher and sticking it to them, but good. Remind me never go on social media or any other media and tell people that I'm short. CYRX. And CYRX still good, and you go to the lower middle. And you're going to see this inside month to the upside after the outside, the 3, 1, 2. And the reason that's good is that they were willing to pay up, they were willing to sell down, they met in the middle, and guess who won? The big boys came back. So we'll see if there's sets up again for us on anything here. On the 30, you're going to see this. Take out the high, take out these lows and stop them out. So right now, I'm going to be focused on this here in the next half an hour over 80.06. Not there right now, but we'll see. If we go to Jumia, J Miami as we like to call it. Nice exhaustion risk by going into the highs. I did it. And here's nice, man, the follow through. And this is like when you're looking for like longer term swing trades, you get them tight, 2 down here on the month, and then 2 up. And then you can just stop it on the lows of the month and walk it right up here, and it's not even close. So today having a nice run, just stalling out a little bit. We see if we can get an inside 60, still cooking. That would be at the end of the bottom of the next hour. If we go to Johnson and Johnson, driving into the highs after the inside month here in lower middle, still driving into the highs. Momo hammer on the weekly, which means last week anybody got short in here, hoping it was going to roll over, was wrong right here. Here's how we've set them up on the 222. Take out the high, stop them out on the low, come back through previous range on the daily. Boom, these become an outside bar of all that. We'll see if that sets up again right now. Just a little bit of exhaustion up there. If we go to the cruiser, that's what the guys in my car club call me anyway. Here you can see it gaps down just slightly on the day and opened on the lows, and call that 1 bar rev strat because you had equilibrium on the day, gap down, and then boom, right in their face. And you can see, you can expect reversals back and forth. It's just kind of a chop shop because you look at this. Look at this. These guys are getting killed here. Everybody trying to swing this thing is getting murdered. So this is pretty much the day trader. As you can see, these 2 months just stuck in here, right? How are you going to get out of that? You ain't. Okay, so if we go to Amgen. Okay. Excuse me, sorry. Amgen. Inside month to the upside. We've talked about that. We have. Still going. And now here your daily. Inside, upper left, upper middle, upper left, inside day, Momo hammer. Boom, back into the high she goes, and then you can look for the 60. Once again, the outside, inside 60, and up. There you go. Amgen, we'll see if that sets up again too. If we go to Sumo, and Sumo, here, once again, on the daily, take out the highs, stop out the lows, 222 here, right? These two become an outside bar of that. Nice run. And green on all time frames, so we'll see if that can set up again. It was a little fast, but here's thing you can do here. Now it's inside in the 30 and trying to go outside 30. That's going to get my attention. If we get on to a 15er, what is that doing here? Just kind of stuck here for now, but on the 60, you can take this. The outside bar, it's a little aggressive, but the 3-2, boom, because this was rejecting this sell-off, and when it takes this out, that rejection is still happening. And it's still going right now. No sell signal on that either. If we go to STIM, and STIM, okay, market just lackluster, dropping in inside. STIM just having a nice long month, nice week, nice day here, and you're coming back to the previous range on the monthly. So now it's stalling out a little bit here on the flip. We'll see if that sets up again for you. If we go to Bloodbath, and Bloodbath here, Nice bright green on the month, bright green on the week. You got some exhaustion risk going into recent highs, but if you take this out, the bloodbather used to be a lot higher. It used to be somebody's, right? Bloodbath back. So if we go to here on the 60, you're going to see this. Sell off, inside 60, 2 down, inside, reversal, back through previous range, stop out all the pivots, and keep going. So we'll see if that can set up again. Right now it's just a little run, sheep run. And one of the things you want to look for is you always want to be looking at multiple time frames for these setups. And so here, if you go to the 30, you would have seen this too. Here. The inside bar, the slight poke down, these are the 60. And this is a RevStrat 30. So you can take that when it goes 1, 2 here, and then you can add to it when it takes out the 60. And off she goes. All right. If we go to, let's go to KC in the Sunshine Band. KC here. All right. So KC, green on all time frames, just directional, trying to go into the highs. And you can see here on the daily, opened, dropped down just a little bit, but as soon as it goes green here, you can take that because we know outside bars exist. So we'd be looking to go outside bar of this, which it did. And then here's that outside bar 60. You can take that too. 3-2, the rejection is on, and off she goes. We'll see if that sets up again, and let me see if that 30. That went inside on the 30 here too. Right here, inside 30, it's directional. 2-1-2 to the upside. If we go to some shenaniganers, a ZRX. Going down the food chain here. You can see this thing just kind of having a spiky morning. And now inside in the 30 and pokes down. So potentially a RevStrat 30 because it went inside, then poked down. So if you can, next half an hour, if you can take out the highs of this, that would get my attention. If this is going to get back going again. If you go to Tandem, how's Tandem doing here? And Tandem here on the week, upper middle. Takes out the high, takes out the low, and so here we're just running out a week. Let me make sure that monthly is not so huge. Here, 2 up, 2 down, so this gets my attention here above 97.44. It just took that out, and if it works, then you're looking on the monthly hammer here over 98.68 would also get my attention in here. If we go to WYY. Down the food chain we go. I'm running out of time. So as you can see this thing having a nice inside month to the upside. Now the downside, this SMH here is just stuck. All right. And going slightly inside day to the downside because Intel gapping down and bleeding out. Now just kind of sitting here. We'll see if Intel sets up again. Maybe get yourself an inside 60 back into the broadening formation. And here you can see taking out yesterday's lows and coming back to the previous range. So that goal was to take all this stuff out, which is done. Now we'll see if that continues to set up because we're losing MU just a tad here, I believe. Just a tad. Corvo, they're not really killing these things. That's why we're kind of going down the food chain here, but we're taking down just a bit. Yeah, Intel's going to be your loser over there. If you go to Western Digi, and Western Digital was trying to do the RevStrat week here. The inside bar, then up, then here. And ow! The STX comes out with earnings, and now here, kicking variation. Up in here, you can stay long. Shorts are getting blown out. But man, anybody stayed long yesterday? Right here. Boom, 2-2 reversal on the day. And that was led by STX. Having a rough earnings report here. All right, still running out of time. Let's see what we can get here. You got Poison Floors, double L. Having issues here, and you can see that the weekly was inside, goes up, and then boom, as soon as this turns red, goes back red on the month, and here's your 2-2 reversal, didn't gap. Goes up, 2 one way, 2 back down. Now you can see stop out a bunch of these guys here. We'll see if that sets up again. Right now it's coming back up. Colgate here, coming back a little bit on the day, not doing much on the day, but does have our attention because we talked about this. The inside week, down 2-1-2 after the 2-1-2 reversal on the monthly. So you can watch that with your XLP. RDN here. And RDN was getting slammered here early this morning, but we'll leave it at that. So right now, just be aware of every 60, because that's like a new day, like for SPY right now, opening up as an inside 60 as it stalls out, as a lot of things doing a whole bunch of nothing. So we'll stay on the movers. And when you get to the halftime like right now, you want to find things that are nice, long red and green, like Gamestop. Stick it to them. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith and Black Channel here. Take your talker with the Strat Time Report.